Hello everyone, welcome for this new diary of my adventure with my Templar and how I evolved this month. I decided to drop the shield and to leave it at home and to go back to my origin, to my first wish when I created this character, to be a healer caster with staffs. There are several reasons for that. The first reason is that healing is what I prefer to do. I enjoy it. I think I'm pretty good at it. I feel at least comfortable with this role, while DPSing is very stressful for me and I think I'm very bad at it as well. But there's several persons that are like that with my guild, and so as I had just a healing build, I was imposing myself as the only healer, and I was forcing my guildies, if they wanted to group with me, to be DPS, and this is not something I want to do. So I want to have also a good DPS build that I can play with them, and so I'm not well, it's more fair. So sometimes I will be the DPS and they will have the occasion to heal and enjoy themselves. But with my shield and the spells I have used, it was not really possible at this point to be a good DPSer. It was okay for questing, it was okay for doing easy dungeon, but it's not optimum at all, and there's not really a good reason to have a shield when you want to DPS. It's not made for that. But the main reason is that I tried my character in the PTS, and in update 6 I believe that the Templar Caster will be very powerful, and it will, with the champion system, it will be difficult to mix up shields to make a shield maiden build. I think it's possible, and this is maybe something I will explore, but not immediately. For now I want to go full Magicka, to go full in the benefits of the spells, and it will be a lot easier to do that as a healer caster with staffs than with a healer and sort of DPSing or tanking spec with a shield. This is simply because of the disposal of the talents in the champion's point system. So I decided to go to this route, and I tried it, and it was very fun. The new staff animation are really amazing, the new spells are really cool, and yeah, I think I can be powerful, and that's what really motivates me to attempt to be a caster. So here I'm on the PTS. I have the wedding dress, I have the lighting staff stance, which is different than the one you're used to, and you can see I have my shampoo point here. So the big difference for my build is that now certain abilities have a major buff or a minor buff. Two major buffs doesn't stack together anymore, while before you could have as much buff that you wanted, they were stacking. So this is really important, and a lot of spells have been changed with that. So here, reflective light. The change is that now, when I'm using it, I gain major prophecy, which increases my spell critical rating. Basically, this replaces mage light, so when you're DPS, you do not need to have mage light anymore, and it's free one slot for one more spells, which is very important and very good. Entropy. This grants a major sorcery, increasing your spell damage by 20%, which is good and working for both casting and healing. And here I have this one, Major Breach, which reduced the spell resistance by that much. So basically I have those two spells to buff me, and that spell to debuff my targets. And then for DPSing, there's Shock Clench for one target, or even two, because with the lighting stuff it's spread. And of course Shock Impulse. As ultimate, I have Solar Prison. On my second bar, I have some healing spells, and as you can see, that's the restoration staff stance. Breath of Life, Healing Springs, Rapid Regeneration, but I can change those if I don't like them. Inner Light, because for healing I still need to have the Inner Light, and that's the ultimate. No, it's not the ultimate, it's execution spells, but it's so powerful that it almost looks like an ultimate. It's the new execution spells for the Templar. It's really, really good. And here I have my single target ultimates. So this is the build I'm going to use for questing. For in a dungeon, I might remove some of those spells and take more DPS spells to fit every kind of situation, but that I need to see with experience, which I have not done yet. Another thing I wanted to show was the champion system point. So I have put some point in spell resistance, but I might change that also to put points in the lady. All depend on what I want, what I find the most interesting as last point. And for now I'm not really sure of what I want to place as point in the warrior. I have taken those one. As you can see, in the state you have a lot of spells that are concerning the shields. For people that want the shields, the state will be the most interesting. I could maybe do a shield maiden builds like this, but yeah, I'm not sure. In the Thief, I've put all my points in Arcanist because it increased my Magicka regeneration. And in the Mage, I've put everything in Apprentice in the Elfborn. Why I've done that? Because it increased the spell damage and healing by 4%, so it served me as healer and caster in the same times. If I wanted to focus exclusively on healing, I would have taken Blessed, which increases the effectiveness of any healing I do. And if I wanted to be just DPS, I would probably maybe I will have kept that one, or I will have taken this one, Elemental Expert. I don't know. But it's very interesting to see how the champion system can influence the build you are making, and you really need to think about where you want to go, what you want to do. So this is my build on the live server. You can see that I have crafted myself a new set. It's basically the same set, but Epic Veteran 6, and a different style. It's a Red Guard style because the Red Guard will be changed soon, and I find it very sad, so I wanted to wear it a last time before it will be removed from the game. So I have inspired myself from my PTS build, but it's not working as well in now, because there is no martial buff on some spells, and especially Reflective Life and Entropy are not that good, but I'm using this also because in the Destruction staff line I do not have any more skill point. I didn't want it to respec, and so I cannot choose any other spells, but this will come. Aura Javelin, Mage Light, I'm forced to keep to have my spell critical rise up. Unstable Wall of Frost, Entropy, and Reflective Light. As ultimate, I'm using this one or Nova, depending. On the second bar, I have the healing staff. As you can see, the stance doesn't change on the live server, and I have Breath of Life, Healing Spring. I have way too much healing spells for the DPS build, but this I will change once I get more spells and more stuff. And to finish, let me tell you that my healing build is working very well. As I explained just before, I made this new set because I had an event organized with my guild, our first Itherian Archive guild run, and so I wanted to be Veteran 6 and to have the best gear I could craft for this event, and I used exactly the same healing build that I show you in my last episode, and it worked well. I did pretty good to be a Veteran 6 in a Veteran 10 environment. I think I I did pretty well. It was extremely fun, and I really enjoyed the use of my spells and to have to use them smartly and differently than what I'm used to do in a veteran dungeon. So it was a really great experience, and I can't wait to try again and to improve my character step by step to do this. So what I'm going to do now is to explore more this DPS build, try to refine it, but there's not much point to do it on live server for now because every spell will be changed. So this is something I will do more on the PTS or in update 6 once it goes live, to have the most efficient DPS casting Templar builds in different situations, may it be dungeon or questing. It will probably not be the same use, not the same stuff. Probably use cold stuff or frost stuff when I'm questing, and lighting or flame stuff when I'm doing a dungeon and I need to DPS a boss. It will be really interesting to explore this side of my character I've not explored yet. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and do not hesitate to leave me comments. Also, I wanted to tell you that you can see me, you can follow me live streaming, but I'm not streaming anymore on Twitch TV. You can find me on 8box, the information are in the information below. I prefer 8box, and I will explain this later in another video of Ratosaurus or something, because it's a lot more stable and there's no delay, so it's better to interact with the viewers. See you next time. Bye bye everyone, have a great day.